Well, good day, Scuba Squad. Thank you for tuning in. I want you guys to just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. That's right, the subject for today's little snippet is weights and different options for weighting and also proper weighting and how that impacts your diving. So, we were all taught in our open water classes that you should be able to ditch weight. And this is true. The question is, how are you going to add weight? How much weight do you need, and where are you going to place those weights, and how are you going to ditch those weights? So this BC does not have any weight integration, as you can see, as many BCDs do. It requires a weight belt. It also does not have any trim pockets. If you want to add trim weight to this BCD, you have to get one of these fancy trim weight pockets and put it on your cylinder straps like this, and then you can add trim weight. And weighting is very important, not only how much weight you wear, that you're wearing enough weight, but you have your weight distributed evenly enough that you can find your center of gravity and help you balance and trim out in the water so that you're not plowing through the water, so that you're in a nice trim level position and that you're comfortable and you can maintain that position with very little effort. That's the goal. That will save your air because you're not going to be working as hard, and you'll be much more relaxed, and you'll have much more relaxed, comfortable, and easy dives. CB has these great weight integrated ditchable pockets. See this? And this comes right out, and this is standard in most BCDs on the market today for recreational scuba diving. And this locks into place and it's very secure. However, the problem is, and I've had this happen to me, I've had this happen to other divers, this happens all the time when I dive Square Lake, I find a lot of weight pockets in the muck and in the mud. These weight pockets can come undone, and then you lose it, and now it's gone, and now you're no longer properly weighted. And that can be dangerous. Particularly when you get to the end of the dive, if you don't realize it right away. You get to the end of the dive, you breathe off the cylinder gas, and then you become more and more and more positively buoyant, and then you get to a point where you cannot control your ascent to the surface. That is a risk. That is dangerous. So, the key to these is obviously make sure that these are secured and fastened in place when you're doing your pre-dive check. And these also have these fantastic trim weight pockets. So this is really nice. You can add some weight here that you can ditch, and then you can add some weight in here to help you balance out your BCD and help you raise your center of gravity so that you're balanced out and that you can trim out nicely in the water. Kind of the rule of thumb is that you want to be able to ditch about 50% of your weight, roughly. So when I'm diving a single cylinder BC like this, typically I have about 20 pounds of weight. I will put 5 pounds in each one of these and 5 pounds in each one of these. And that works for me personally. So the goal is to tweak your weights between your ditchable weights and your trim weights to help you find your center and find your balance. And another trick that you can use is if you have 2 cylinder bands, you can move these weight pockets between these 2 cylinder bands, and that will help you with your trim. Also, if you're diving a single aluminum cylinder, a standard 80 cubic foot cylinder versus a steel cylinder, also if you have a steel plate, a stainless steel or aluminum plate, that can also help you with your weighting. So that's that. Now this last one is still ditchable, but it's a much smaller pocket. This can accommodate 5 pounds of weight. And these are great because they're very secure, and this clip is very secure, but in order to ditch the weight, you need to pull this out, and then unless you have these inverted, you have to physically pull out the weight if you need to. So the benefit of this weight pocket is that it is more difficult. You won't lose the weight as easily, but if you are in an emergency and you need to ditch the weight, it's going to be a little more difficult. So decide what level of risk you're willing to accept, and go with that. And these are great BCDs. I love these dive-right BCDs. But that's about it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. I much appreciate your patronage. Thank you.